what is phonemic awareness? Phonemic awareness is made up of two words, phonemes and awareness. So what is phonemes? Phonemes is the smallest unit of sound in the word. The A that you can hear in cats, the T that you can hear in cats, the K that you can hear in cats, that's what phonemes is. Now, awareness is the ability to be aware, to recognize, to identify, to know that we have phonemes in words. Words are made up of individual sounds, okay? Those sounds are what we call phonemes, all right? For phonemic awareness is the ability to recognize and manipulate individual phonemes in spoken words. So phonemic awareness is a child's ability to recognize and manipulate. It's important that the child should be able to manipulate sounds, okay? Manipulate sounds. So it's the ability to recognize and manipulate individual phonemes in spoken words, okay? Now, the ability to know that each word is made up of sounds. The same way we know that sentences are made up of words. So it's important that a child knows that words are made up of sounds. So phonemic awareness has to do with only sounds, the components of that word, okay? Has to do with the components of a word. Now, it's an auditory skill. It's something you need to learn. Even in the dark, you can learn it in the dark. You have nothing to do with writing. You don't have to write in phonemic awareness. So phonemic awareness is essential for reading. Okay, research says that phonemic awareness skills is a predictor for early success, early reading success. So a child that has good phonemic awareness skills will be able to read properly. And if the child can read, then it's possible there is a high tendency for that child to be able to spell words, properly, correctly. All right? Okay, now phonemic awareness is the ability to recognize and manipulate individual phonemes in spoken words. It's an auditory activity. And it's also very essential. As essential as it is, it's necessary, but it's not sufficient for reading. Okay? It's a stepping stone. If you want your child or the students in your class to be able to read properly, you need to give good attention to phonemic awareness. Now, coupled with that, they need to learn the phonics. They need to learn their phonological awareness skills. But for today's discussion, we will be talking about phonemic awareness. So, what happens to a child that doesn't have the skills? This child will not be able to blend and segment words. That's why you find some children, when you say a word like cats, they can't just break it down, segmenting. They can't break it down, they can't put it together, okay? But a child with good phonemic awareness skill will be able to break it down and will be able to say cat is made of cats. And cat, you can also bring the sounds together. Cats, okay? That's what happens. So any child that doesn't have this phonemic awareness skills will not be able to segment or blend words. Now, any child that doesn't have the skill will also not be able to recognize or group similar words with similar sounds and words with dissimilar sounds. For example, let's say you have words like mug, rug, sat, and you put words together that way, and you ask a child to group them together, words with similar sounds and words with dissimilar sounds. We find out that children with good phonemic awareness skills will be able to do this successfully, while a child that doesn't have good phonemic awareness skills will struggle with this. Okay, so the child will not be able to identify dissimilar and similar words. Then, number 3, a child that lacks phonemic awareness skills will not be able to manipulate sounds. Okay, now there are things that we do when we need to isolate or to blend or to add or remove. Okay, now let's say a word is a child, you've taught the children in the class run, run, run. run. That beginning sound for run is R. Now the teacher decides to take out the R and put S. Now a child that has issues with phonemic awareness skills will find it very difficult to blend and read that word. But children with good phonemic awareness will be able to know that, okay, this is what substitution. The sound has been replaced with S sound. So you see why it's important that we should give attention to teaching children in our classes phonemic awareness skills.